start on the C6 Z06. She is ice cold. Just give the tailpipe to touch back here. Hand on. Oh yeah, quite cold. Sorry, I've backed up a little too far. Squeeze in here. We've got the C3 stroker motor next to it. So push to start. Looks good there. 8,700 miles. Hello and welcome. Pleased to be presenting this extremely low mile C6 Z06. It is finished in a very inoffensive silver over black leather, and I would say it is pretty much flawless. I just having driven it, I did pick it up from the client in Brewster, New York, which is about 50 or so miles from our shop here at Lime Rock, and have had the pleasure of driving it not only for that pickup but also for the driving video, and it is just an absolute pleasure to drive. We have sold a base model C6 6-speed as well, and you know, honestly, when I was getting ready to pick up this car, I was so curious about what the difference would be, and boy, is it absolutely substantial, and I really don't have enough good things to say about this car. So first and foremost, up front, we've got really, honestly, zero imperfections, even on the lower lip. I mean, tiny little peels here just from maybe super minor scraping. But that is it. The headlights are crystal clear. There's not a single rock chip in the front bumper that I'm seeing. The hood looks incredible as well. Really everything here in great shape. No curbing on the wheels. The wheel well inserts are in really nice shape. Brakes, rotors, and caliper look really good. Lug nuts, not any corrosion on them. Badging here looks great with your gills. Lower sills on the door, no scraping. Really just, again, amazing shape. And yeah, it's just an incredible car. The roof looks great. Glass looks great. Mirrors look great. The doors work great with that kind of haptic button that they have. Tiny, like literally so tiny, ever so slight amount of rock chipping on this gill here. That is literally the first flaw that I've found, and it is not noticeable unless you're a foot away from it. Rear driver side wheel and tire look great. It's Continental Extreme contacts with quite a lot of tread left on them. Rear glass in immaculate shape, along with the rest of the painted rear surfaces on this car. Again, just flawless at 8,800 miles. Exhaust tips whistle clean, along with the plastic diffuser, looking great with your marker lights there. Tail lights look great, no cracking, crystal clear. Your little mini ducktail spoiler here looking very good. Really, again, yeah, just struggling to find any flaws with this car. Rear passenger wheel and tire, little tiny, okay, here we go. I'm grasping at straws here, but just ever so slight, like tiny hairline scratches there. And yeah, glass in the rear on the passenger side, the passenger door glass, window, and the mirror, door handle, really everything just looks great. The door itself, You do still get that tiny, like infinitesimal rock chipping here, just because of how staggered this car is. But the lower side of the door and all that stuff, no rock chipping or abrasions. Z06 badge looks great. Passenger side of the windshield, what have we got here? Nope, just a piece of dust. Again, grasping at straws here to find flaws with this car. And lastly, yeah, front passenger wheel and tire looking great. Really just a flawless car cosmetically, especially when it comes to the exterior. Now we'll head around to the interior. So we've got a little bit of debris on the floor mat just because we have just pulled it out. Looking good. Maybe a bit of tape from a window sticker just left a little bit of residue here, but otherwise no issues. Kick plate looks great. Zero wear on any of the interior elements. The seat, actually, this is the first thing I'm finding, just a tiny bit of wear here on the outer bolster, but the floor mats look great. Excuse me, this is just bothering me. I want to get these tiny little specks off of here, but you get both floor mats, the stock mats there, and then in addition to that, you get this gorgeous Z06 floor mat, which is fitted. Looks incredible. Seats look great. All the equipment controls look really good. No wear on any of the buttons. The dashboard looks incredible. Door cards look amazing. There is a tiny bit of, visible wear on this door pull here. But again, really, really nice shape. So now I will do the hood and the trunk. So before we get around to the passenger side, take a look at the trunk, which gives you tons of space. So we've got a car cover here, which will be included in the sale. The owner's manual CD, Corvette personalization instructional CD. And then under here, yeah, just various items like battery, which looks to be in great shape with a charger insert there. And on this side, I believe we have some additional items such as storage, GM wheel locks, Goodyear tire information, things of that nature. Closing this up now, but yes, as you can see, really no flaws here. This really is just a brand new, I'm probably not doing this right, so I'm gonna do it again. But really feels like a brand new car. It is a brand new car. There we go. Very good. Scared to be forceful with things. Opening the passenger door here. Same scenario, just incredible. And you don't see the same wear on the door pull, infinitesimal wear, but still notable, as you do on the driver's side. The dash looks great. The seat looks brand new. And you'll notice zero wear on the shift knob or the parking brake lever, the kick plates, the floor mats. Again, this car is just in immaculate condition here. Really, really nice shape. And then lastly, and I would say most importantly, let's take a look at that 7-liter LS that we've got up front. Also in really nice shape. This sticker has started to come away there, so that's, I guess, a wear item, I would maybe say. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, this engine bay is just whistle clean. Really, really exactly what you'd expect to see on an 8,000-mile car. We'll go take a look at the other side. And just an incredible power plant that this car has. The 7-liter LS7 that it is so famous for, being a Z06, and yeah, oh my gosh, is it a absolute blast to drive. So speaking of driving, let's get into that portion now, and I hope you've enjoyed the video thus far. I'm just gonna make sure that I do this the right way. Again, being extra delicate here. Beautiful. let's go for a drive.
All right, so starting her back up. We will run to the gas station because we are quite low. Oil pressure at about 60 psi. Battery voltage at about 14 volts. Tachometer's working. Digital odometer's working. Fuel gauge is working. And we're low. Just prance across the grass here quickly. Really, really light steering at low speeds, which is nice, but it then starts to feel quite dynamic at higher speeds. It does take me a little bit of getting used to get a hang of the pedal box. But the clutch feel is really nice. Driving position is great. The throw in the shifter, again, very good. I've got my heads-up display functioning, and that shows speed, coolant temperature, and RPM, in addition to a G meter. Very nice. We are already at over 100-degree coolant temperature. I will just give it a little while to get up to oil temp. In the meantime, we will test the radio.
Medicate and are in a nursing home. Open doors may help you go home.
Radio functions. We'll test the controls here. So that we'll do the heat here. And in the meantime, we'll do seat heaters. Heat works well, already warm, and we have just began the drive. And it's nice because when you're warming up, you can cruise at, 1,500 RPM or so. Still maintain good oil pressure, obviously. And yeah, when it's warmed enough to a point where you're happy to, start opening it up. I know different people have different opinions on when is warm enough. You can just have at it, but it does both things extremely well, both speed and comfort. And it's not, like a Porsche GT3 where it's much more track focused the higher in the trim level you go. This is that way, but very, very comfortable still as a daily driver or something of the sort. I could absolutely do a long road trip in this, or see myself doing a long road trip in this without a doubt. So we're coming to a stop here, and pretty good visibility considering how big and low you sit, big the car is and how low you sit in the cockpit. Just up to 3,000 RPM there. Just an incredible car. Oh, LS7, amazing. And yeah, features-wise, headlights function. We'll do the windows, mine, and the passenger. What else have we got? Memory seating, and it is adjustable. Here's forward and back, and then manual with the back. So yeah, almost at 220 degrees. Coolant temperature about 180. I would say that is, and yeah, I'll give it a minute or so before we get up above 3,000 RPM. But now we're just cruising at about 1,800, and again, comfortable as it gets. The seat heaters work great. The heat is monstrous. You check the ashtray. Sorry, that's the buckle passenger. If I can figure out how to open this. Okay, so I am having trouble opening that unless I am just a bit dense. So apologies there. Okay, no worries there. Then we also have the center console here. And not much else. Integrated garage door opener. even have to change gears. That was, 45 to 75 in fourth gear in very short amount of time. Here we go again. Shifts just lightning quick. The brakes will stop you on a dime. And it is just so rewarding to drive. And it's really easy to drive it too fast. Downshifts are really smooth. Fifth to fourth, now down to third. Yeah. Definitely a lot of car. And again, we haven't even gotten into the high rev range. That's really 3,000 and 4,000 RPM. Downshift to 3,000 RPM. There's 5,000. And yeah, just really incredible. And red line is 7, which I can't imagine using all of. And you can, quickly get over 100 miles an hour in fourth gear. Absolutely no problem. So turn in to get some gas here because she is definitely a thirsty girl. And we'll be right back with you. All right. Gassed up. And again, obviously up to temp now. Idle oil pressure at 50 psi. Coolant temp at 210, where it should be. Everything exactly where it should be. And it's cold out now, so I don't want to, obviously not going to put all the power down. Certainly won't be doing a first gear acceleration. Go here. Slip the wheels even in third gear. As you've probably heard there, it is fast. It is truly just, it's a hammer, all naturally aspirated, just incredible. Fourth gear is my favorite gear. It's so long, and you can be doing 35, you could be doing 120 in one gear. And actually, Jeremy Clarkson famously tested 0 to 175 miles an hour in this car, in the exact same spec as this car nonetheless. So I will link that video in the comments. It's just incredible, and I cannot believe how impressed I am by this car. It exceeded pretty much every single one of my expectations. Having been in just a rocket ship. Absolute rocket ship. So, go back to normal operating gear, rev and speed. 1500 here, fifth gear at 45 miles an hour. Just incredible. So, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. I certainly have. This is one of my favorite cars that we've ever offered on auction, and it is just, I wish I could share just how incredible this car is. It's such a blast to drive it. So thanks for watching. You can definitely bid with confidence. This is such a winner and such a nice example of an unmolested C6 Z06 in, I would say, the least offensive color. Not going to make anyone mad. It really will always just, there will be a buyer pool for this, and I think these should be much more expensive than they are. Let's put it that way. Absolutely. So yeah, bid with confidence. We're happy to show the car. If you'd like to come see it, just contact us. We're happy to answer any questions in the comments if I missed anything in this video.